Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Game time, Brian, otherwise known as the mailman. Headed to go do his appointed rounds. Yes. Good morning, everybody. Hope all is well. Woo! Little frost on the pumpkin this morning. I don't know. Let's think about it here, people. Let's think about it here. I know the fan base, the local fan base, and I know the narrative after. Chris Dooley, yes, after we beat the Commanders on Sunday. Because it's happening. Victory incoming for Dallas. I feel, Daniel M., I feel real strong about it. I do. But let's listen to the local. Before we get to Dallas, let's just listen in again. Local radio, WIP, Philadelphia.
I've talked about injuries with players plenty over the years, and they say they're going to play, and then they don't. But he was pretty adamant that he's going to. So it seems like he will be out there. Landon Dickerson, not a full participant. He was also limited. But in the portion of practice we were able to watch,
Lando!
Individuals, which can be normally a pretty good indication of if a player is going to play or not. So it does seem like they of the three guys, it seems like they'll have all of them.
There you go. Eagles getting all three of their guys.
And that's the hammer and beat the hammer in about 3
minutes. Beat the hammer.
We need a caller on the contest line. Caller number 5 on the contest line.
All right, well, there we go. Let's just stop there. Not much going on. You know, they were hammering Jalen. You know, everything's up in the air. Big game for the Birds. I'm going to stick to my guns. If the Birds lose this week, it could be a spiral. 3 in a row is not good, people. The size of that dog. Wow. But the narrative and speaking on the Eagles' injuries, right? I mean, we're starting to hear, right? Not from Eagle Drew, but from other people. We're starting to, banged up, things aren't aligning. Jalen's not playing at a high level. Banged up. Not playing great. AJ banged up. We're like the radio. Wow, we're not 100%. So, okay, I got you. I already know the narrative for the video. I already know the narrative for Dallas Cowboys. Dallas is most likely going to win. Probably by, I'm not going to give it away, but I think Dallas wins the game. It won't be a blowout because no game Dallas plays is a blowout. Maybe it's by 10 points late. I doubt it. I think Washington finds a way. I don't care who's playing. But a quick injury report regarding the Washington Commandos. This one's a big one. This one is a big one. Going into the sun, Vinny. Yes, going into the sun, baby. Speaking of the sun, before we get to injuries, Dallas Cowboys 3:25 Texas time on Sunday will be into the sun. Third quarter is going to be a nightmare. Hey, I can see the narrative. Jaden Daniels couldn't see the wide open receiver streaking down the sideline. Or he connects and Dak, the sun got in my eyes. Or CD, the sun got in my eyes. But the narrative is already laid out for you when Dallas beats the Commandos. Sorry, but I think it's a tough spot. Deebo Samuel. Rumor has it, the baby is coming. The baby's coming out. Now, the rumor has it is he's dealing with a heel injury, and he ain't looking great. My suspicion is Deebo's going to go. But Deebo is going to be a shell of himself. Still going to worry about him. Once you get the adrenaline going, you can do anything you want. Again, short week. May not see Deebo. McLaurin's out. Who cares but Noah Brown on IR. You could be seeing Luke McCaffrey and some dude I've never heard of. Chris Dooley put in the comments. But things are looking bright. Dallas, everybody's practicing. I don't foresee Mingo activation this week. Maybe next week. They said he was limited with knee soreness, so extend it out. But we're hearing that everybody's going to be active, except Cooper Beebe, who's still dealing with the high ankle sprain. Everybody else is good to go. Kalen Carson, expect him to be good to go. It'll be nice doing the live stream at Primetime Phil because, oh no, we won't because we're at 425. No, scratch that. We'll have the injuries for the Eagles. How's that? And the Eagles and the Vikings. But the narrative will be, yeah, but you beat a team that was decimated. That'll be the narrative. Again, nobody, I brought it up, but I wasn't using it as an excuse. Eagles went into Kansas City and won. They had no receivers, right? Kansas City went on that just so happened that they were on that little mini losing streak when they didn't have Worthy and they didn't have anybody else. They had Juju Smith-Schuster. Stinks. So, sorry, Juju. But yeah, I mean, truth be told, injuries do matter. I mean, unfortunately. Eagles, good news for the Birds. Landon Dickerson, right? And the center looks like they're all going to be playing. I mean, 100%? Nobody's 100%. But the fact that you have them is good. That tells you how much importance this game is. Now, not so much for the overall division, because I've already explained to you this division is going to be close. Dallas will win. Sorry, Jesse, you're going to lose in Denver. Right? And the big game, I'm telling you, Eagle fans, if the Eagles go into Minnesota and win, depending on how Carson Wentz plays, that'll be pretty impressive. Now, Minnesota's defense isn't statistically great. I was surprised when I said that. It's not. So, it's going to be a fun weekend of football. It really is. But you can see the narrative. Dallas is going to win. And they're going to, yeah, you got lucky. You beat, you got lucky. Now, of course, in one of my fantasies, it seems like this year, I didn't even know Hallie Pierce. I did not know that you had Jamar Chase. No wonder you were so giddy. Every time I play somebody in fantasy, my one fantasy team is so stacked, yet everybody I play goes off. She had Jamar Chase, 38 points last night. Good job to you, Hallie. I can't catch a break in the non-money league. The money league, we didn't have anybody. Again, D'Angelo Cranston, I'm killing it. But I'm only in 5th place. Still in the playoff. Nobody wants to play me. But, I need some luck here. Thank God I put in there my league. Not the Troy Daniels disappeared from the channel yet again league. Which I don't understand what's going on with that. I can't be running my league and not be a part of the channel. So I'm going to have to explode the league and end it after this year. But let me get my liquid gold here. Little mid-morning liquid gold. Nah, it's not mid, that's early. But not normal early.
Brian?
Yes.
You can pull her up.
Thank you. Ooh, is that Big Dick Mitch? Is that Big Dick Mitch? The voice sounds a little high. So where has he been lately? Thanks, brother.
Yep. Have a great day.
It's a large, or I didn't order a large. All right, whatever. Thanks. The little guy. That wasn't Mitch. That was Mitch's younger brother. This. There you go for the thumbnail. Fuck, I ordered a large. That's not a large. Let me see it. Did I order a large? Bullshit. It's a bunch of baloney. I'll be getting another one from Wawa. Who's got the better hot vanilla chai latte? Yeah, I went with the chai latte. I did. Now look at this. Look at her. Yeah. Call out again, skank. Anyway, vanilla chai latte gonna be in my Duncan. What's the slogan? Skip the wait. Oh no, that's not it. Dunkin' Donuts. Even though I'm a Tim Horton guy, so sorry. I like Tim Hortons better. Sorry. I don't know if I like it better, but I do like Tim Hortons. So I expect Jadon Blue. Let's get back to the Cowboys. I expect Jadon Blue. I keep saying it, but I think this is the perfect scenario because I think we're going to be able to run the ball. I do. Brock Hoffman's got to step it up. Did not play well without Cooper Beebe. But look for some runs to be bounced to the outside. Yes, bounced to the outside. Dorrance Armstrong's banged up. I hope he plays. Dorrance Armstrong, listen, brother, no disrespect, but you're not one of the better edge rushers that we're going to play this year. So I hope you play. But because our offensive line is 4/5 intact. We have 4 of our 5 starters. That's not bad this time of year. Better than 1/5 or 2/5 as it's been in recent weeks. I expect some runs to be bounced to the outside. I expect Javonte Williams to get back on track. But Jadon Blue, I have a sneaky suspicion. Now, what we haven't seen, right? What we haven't seen, which is very annoying, is as good a job as Shoddy's doing. Not perfect. We didn't like the second half drive where it's 3 and out and you threw all 3 passes behind the line of scrimmage. We did not like that. But what I expected Shoddy to be lining up Jadon Blue in the slot. Yes, I expected that. Why? Well, he did it at the University of Texas and he did it at a high level. He caught a lot of balls. Pause. So I would say do that. Match up Frankie Louvu against Jadon Blue. Maybe it's a good matchup for Washington, but in space, it's not a good matchup. No linebacker is going to be able to stick with Jadon Blue in space, especially if he gets any sort of head of steam. We need to open up the playbook just a little more, less of the wide receiver screen. We heard the press ask Shoddy. We heard him ask Shoddy, are you going to stop throwing the ball running the ball with CeeDee Lamb out of the backfield? He said, absolutely not. That's part of the plays. We're going to give it to him. Injuries happen. It's a part of our game. I call BS. If they line up CeeDee Lamb and actually give him the ball again, in this game especially, coming off the high ankle where I doubt he's 100%, I'm sure he's going to run and catch. He's going to give it a go. But I'm telling you, you may not see 100% from CD until after the bye week, most likely, assuming he doesn't re-injure or anything like that. But if I see CeeDee Lamb lined up in the backfield, getting a handoff, actually take it, I could see as a decoy. I could see. I could see that. Him in the backfield, and then have Jadon Blue flex out to the slot. Now that would be fun. Think about it. You got Pickens, you got Tolbert, or Flournoy, or whatever. Right? And then, bam, Jadon Blue in the slot. CD. Do not hand the ball to CeeDee Lamb. Do not. That would be an egregious mistake. That would be horrendous. Like the traffic I'm dealing with. It would be horrendous. It's green, people. Oscar, this road stinks. 12th Street / Bellevue stinks sometimes in the morning. Or 54. All the same road, Oscar. All the same road. I had to get off. But yeah, so if I see CD lined up in the backfield and get the ball, hand it off, I don't even give a crap if it's a jet sweep. That would be egregious. You don't do that. You're coming off a high ankle sprain. Just that motion, because you get tackled differently when you're on those jet sweeps. Normally you get tackled on the angle, and CD likes to keep running through the tackle, and if a guy lays out, not necessarily a horse collar, but laying out, even if you grab the jersey, you see they're not calling the grabbing of the jersey, laying all your weight down, which is kind of a horse collar, but regardless, That could be an issue. That I would have a serious problem with Brian Schottenheimer if we run CeeDee Lamb or give him the ball. I don't mind an occasional jet sweep because he's moving at a high rate at that point. Even if the angle and the blockers are there, it's not too bad. But the lining up in the backfield, having to go from a stopped position and then accelerate and then be tackled, I don't want to see that. I don't. But again, who would have thought when we first signed this next guy that he would be so important to this team? But Kevontae Turpin, Pro Bowl, a kick returner and punt returner, I missed him. I'm not going to tell you. He's always open. Again, he is always open. For a 160-pound dude, he is a big asset to this football team. They need to find a way to get him the ball early and often. Okay? You saw last week with Jalen Moreno Cropper. It's not the same. It's not the same. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what to think.
When the edge guys, like some of these guys got to play a little better, but they may not. But Sirianni can put him in some different positions. My basic thing, number one, is exactly what Jason just said. Design runs for Jalen. That's number one on my list.
Design runs for Jalen.
I'm also going to try to sign Brandon Graham. I'm also
Brandon
going
Graham.
to sign Bigsby because I can't stand a guy that can't catch a kickoff. Can't have it. And I'm going to put Nakobe Dean in there and move Campbell to the edge. I mean, and some of that isn't going to solve it all. But I'm beginning the process of trying to come up with solutions.
Can't see.
What are your solutions? Let's get to Andy in Deptford. Andy, good morning.
Morning, team. We live. We hot. What's up? How's everybody doing?
What's up, everybody? So the Minnesota Vikings are 23rd against the run. Their pass defense is very good, but against the run, not so much. So, what are we saying here? What are we saying? Hold up, I gotta fix this. Can't see out of my front window. Sorry. I was getting a phone call. But, I'm anxious for the game because we need this win, get back to 500. People go, oh, 500, that's it. 500 means something. Getting back to 500 really does mean something. But listen, in the immortal words of Ace Ventura, fiction can be fun. That's going to be the narrative. The narrative will be, yeah, I'm leaving. The narrative is going to be that we're playing a banged up commando team. Einhorn is a man. I'll talk to you later. 3:15 live from the mail.